What's your drive and how important is it for you, for an up-and-coming artist, an actor, to remember to stay focused? Like, what's your driving point?
So it's very interesting. This morning I was doing my meditation and I was doing some affirmations, and I came across one that I've said like so many times, but it was, I am disciplined, I am determined. And it kind of dawned on me that I've had that mentality throughout my life. Like ever since I can remember, I would set my mind for something and I would just do it. It wasn't like, oh, that's gonna be hard. Like I think I enthusiastically and naively go into things thinking they're gonna be super easy and I'm gonna be able to accomplish them. Even like moving out here, I did the same thing. I was just like, oh, LA, like, yeah, it's gonna be simple. Like once I get there, I'll get an agent and then I'll start working. Like that's how it is. And people are like, oh, it's hard. No, it's like, it takes years. And I was like, no, it's not. It's like, it's gonna be super easy. And it's just like that optimism. And I think that mentality has come from constantly telling myself that, constantly telling myself just like, oh, this is what I can do. This is gonna be easy. And by having that mindset, then I start talking like that, then I start acting like that, and then I'm just that. And the reason why I bring that up was because today I realized, and like I said, I've been saying that affirmation for such a long time, but today I realized, I was like, wow, this was something that I've been doing for such a long time. And maybe when I first started, I don't even remember when it was, I was probably faking it, like forcing myself to like getting up at 5 a.m. to train and run track and all of these different stuff, because I had a mentality of like, I wanna win this race or whatnot, so I'm gonna do it, where now it's just a part of me. This is like who I am. And I think by having that focus, like especially with up-and-coming artists, it's very easy to sit back and complain and wallow and just be sad or mad because someone did this or you didn't get that. But that's not the right mentality to have. If you're always gonna find things to complain about, to be mad about, to compare yourself or other things to that, then you're never gonna be satisfied. So it's very important for anyone, but especially for up-and-coming artists, because you're in a learning process, you're learning new things, and you have to give yourself that freedom of like, oh, I failed, as opposed, or saying, I failed this, or I didn't do this good, to, oh wow, I just learned that I can't do this, or I'm not strong enough to do this, or this is an uncomfortable situation for me, as far as like the scene or whatever it may be. Let me now work for it, or work towards it, or get coaching for it. You know, when I moved out here to LA, they had a lot of classes out here that were for comedy, like sitcom. And back in Atlanta, we didn't have that. It was just acting classes. And out here, when I came, it was just like, oh, there's a technique for acting in sitcoms, and there's turns, and it was all this new vocabulary that I had never even heard of. And I worked in multicam sitcoms in Atlanta, and I'm not sure if it was just that I wasn't aware of it at the time, but all of these different words were coming up that I was just like, and I felt inadequate. I felt like I wasn't being a good actress. And then I had to stop and be like, all right, you're learning something new. This is a good thing, because now you know what your weakness is or what you lack, and now you can fix it. The bad thing is when you're walking around thinking like, I'm the greatest and I'm perfect, and everyone's like, oh, but you know, like you can still make this a little bit better. So yeah, I think having that focus, having that drive, but also speaking kindly to yourself.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.